Have a nice gay.
Hey, beautiful. It's Tuesday, March 30th, 2021. Welcome to Have a Nice Gay. And guess what? It's okay to eat that extra donut. I'm Jarrell from Minority Report, and I'm here with my friend Mike from the podcast Gayish. How's it going?
Really good, Jarrell. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Nice. I'm here today with another edition of Love Letters, which we have been taking mostly historical love letters between queer people that have survived. I've got another one of those for you. So
Awesome.
This one actually comes from the United Kingdom. It comes from the National Archives for the British government. And it was written in the 1930s, which was a time when homosexual acts between men were criminalized. And there's kind of a mystery in it, too, because we're not exactly sure what he's talking about. It'll make sense when I read it.
All right.
But yeah, this is by a man named Cyril, who's 22, writing to somebody named Morris in the 1930s. Here we go. Oh, and it's typed, which that's important to know because of the first sentence. My darling Morris, just a note which I feel I must write, or should I say type to you. I was very, very disappointed to find out that you were not coming to the club tonight, as ever since I phoned you on Monday and made arrangements, I just lived for tonight when I was to have seen you, darling. As a matter of fact, I stayed in bed all day yesterday, didn't even get up to eat, and just thought of you, and counting the hours until I should see you. And then the terrible shock of not being with you after all, I had a terrible feeling that I should be disappointed, so that is the reason I telephoned. I always feel so embarrassed when we meet, as the terrible thought of your trouble keeps ringing in my ears, and I hate myself and cried for hours when I lay and thought it all, especially when I love you, Morris, darling. Honestly, I do. It is 2 years almost since we first met. Then I was crazy about you, but you seemed to just disappear, and I never saw you for months, and I tried to forget. And now, since seeing you, it has all started again, and I just had to let you know how I felt. Please do not think I am foolish, Morris, but I love you such a lot. So please, if you do not feel this way to me, promise that we shall always be the best of friends. I know it is very difficult to think the same of me since what happened, even although I told you what the doctor said. However, I hope you will forgive and forget. Well, Morris, darling, I must ring off now and pray that I may see you on Saturday. I only wish that I was going away with you, just you and I, to eat, sleep, and make love together. Perhaps when you are away, you will think of me sometimes and even write me. I sincerely hope so. Well, Morris, darling, until we meet, I am yours with all my love, forever and always, Cyril.
Wow. So even in the 1930s, people were still being ghosted. It's crazy.
I guess so. Yeah. Well, and it's I mean, it's still sort of dangerous to want to express your feelings for someone not knowing if they are gay also, right?
Absolutely.
And it's one of the reasons that we need queer spaces and we need places where it's safe to talk to people and express interest and not fear a homophobic backlash, right? But here's a situation in which it was even more dangerous because what you were doing was technically illegal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great reminder to just remember about those who had came before us, and just remember to have a little bit of gratitude and, the things that we are able to do now, although, we must continue to fight for even more for those who come after us. But just remember that we are still on the journey and the race is still continuing. So we must continue on.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, that's it for Love Letters on Have a Nice Gay. Join us tomorrow for a special episode about Trans Day visibility. We are Have a Nice Gay Pod on all social media, and our website is haveanicegay.com. If there is a queer love letter from history you know about, or even one you've written, we would love to read it. Please email us at haveanicegaypod@gmail.com. Until tomorrow, have a nice gay, Mike.
Have a nice gay, Jarrell.
Have a nice gay.